get you some. Oh yeah. Mate, it's lucky she can cook. Wow.
G'day lovelies, welcome back. Alrighty, today we're making a 1930s Depression era American recipe. When peanut butter hit our shores, so did this recipe. Most of Australia calls it peanut paste, but here in South Australia we've always called it peanut butter. The original recipe didn't have eggs in it, but I Aussie girled it up a long time ago. So back when the kids were little, I used to have the whole block of kids over after school every day. I had very little money, especially the couple of days before payday, so it was really important for me to have those after school snacks, and this was an absolutely brilliant one. First thing we have to do is preheat our ovens to 170 degrees Celsius, and I have a plain electric oven, not a fan forced. Next thing we want to do is get some baking paper and scrunch it up. I have a small loaf pan, which the hole in it is 22 centimetres long and 11.5 centimetres wide. Then we undo the paper and it just makes it fit in there really good. I had a subscriber tell me about this a long time ago now, and I'd actually forgotten about it because on the recipe I've actually written there scrunch the paper. Now I did make one yesterday just so I could get the temperatures right, because whenever I wrote recipes back then I never put the temperatures or anything on them because I just presumed I was going to make them again the next day, not 30 years later. So I got it all perfect, so it makes it really easy for you. So into a bowl we want to put 2 cups of plain flour. I will write the recipe down below as always in the description. 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 3/4 of a cup of caster sugar. When I poured it in I said icing sugar. Alright, so it's caster sugar, and then we want to mix them in really well. Then stick a nice big hole in the middle. Not that it's going to matter too much, but it does help a little bit. Alright, into a jug we want 1 cup of milk and 2 eggs, and then we want to put 1/2 cup of smooth peanut butter into the jug. When you're putting it into your cup measurement, make sure you press it all down so you get the full 1/2 cup. Now with a whisk we just sort of beat it down a bit first, and then we just want to keep whisking it until it's all mixed through. Once we've whisked it through, we want to pour it into our flour mix. Oh, it smells so good. And get ready for our arm workout. We now want to stir it through really well. Once we've done that, it will look like this. Oh, mate. Now we get our loaf pan and we want to spoon it all in. Once we've spooned it in, we just want to spread it out. And then we just want to do this across it with the spoon. Drop it a few times, and as quick as that we have done it. By now our oven should be up to temperature. We now want to set our timers for 45 minutes and whack her in there. While that's cooking, I just thought I'd show you what sort of toppings I put on them, etc. Once it's gone cold, you're supposed to put it in an airtight container or wrap it really well in Glad wrap. Leave it out at room temperature and it will last up to 3 days. Now, because when I make them, you'll be lucky if they last 24 hours. Usually as I'm cutting it up, I will just turn it up like that, and it keeps the edges fresh and it keeps it nice and crunchy still. But if you're not going to eat it all within 24 hours, definitely put it in an airtight container or wrap it. So I'm just going to cut a slice. Now my personal favourite thing is butter and strawberry jam. Now the sort of toppings you can put on it is peanut butter, and over in America peanut butter and jelly was a really big thing. So from what I can gather, their jelly there is our jam here, but our jam we use the fruit, where their jelly they use the juice. But if you want peanut butter and jelly over here, if you can't get the actual jelly, you put the peanut butter on, and then you get your strawberry jam and you just dollop little bits all over it. Oh, The other way is with peanut butter and banana, believe it or not. Like I said, my favourite is butter and jam, or jam and fresh whipped cream. Oh, Nutella and banana. We're now at the 45-minute mark. We want to pull it out, close your oven straight back up. We now want to turn our oven down to 160 degrees. Now, I just want to show you something. If you stick it in here where the crust is and pull it out, you think, oh, look, it's ready. But what's happening is the crust is actually cleaning off the skewer. If you put it in where there's no crust and pull it out, it's not ready. So what I do anyway is I just put 2 holes in where it's not ready. And now we stick it back in and we set our timer for 15 minutes at the 160 degrees. Alrighty, 15 minutes later and it smells absolutely amazing in here. Pull the bad boy out. Stick the skewer in. Comes out clean. You'll get a couple of little crumbs on it. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, now it's ready. We just pull it out and onto a cooling rack. If you don't have a cooling rack, you can just pull it out like that and sit it onto a plate. Now we just leave it like that until it's gone completely cold. After about an hour, it's still warm. You can eat it warm, but if you eat it warm, it's like having a full spoonful of peanut butter. It's gluggy as all heck. It is supposed to be eaten stone cold. Now I'm going to leave this one whole to give to the neighbours because I've already smashed the last one. And what I'm really excited about, lovelies, is I have been collecting ingredients. It's going to be cold and wet for the next week. So for the next week, I'm going to be smashing out some really awesome recipes. Well, there you have it, lovelies. Peanut butter bread. I cannot wait for you all to give it a crack. I used to love making a couple of them up in the morning. Leave it sit there all day like that. Kids get home from school. Nice thick slices with your butters and jams or whatever you wanted on them. Great little snack for after school. They're very filling. Tides them over till dinner. And they're absolutely beautiful for brekkie. So you can bang one up the night before, leave it sit there, get up in the morning, slice it up with whatever you want on it. Oh, have a lovely weekend. Stay warm. I'll see you all on Monday. Toodles.